Hi there, everyone. It's Sifty from Extreme Returns. Thank you for joining me. Regulars will know what to do. I'm a chartered management accountant, work for big companies like Unilever and Mars Confectionery. I've done recruitment consultancy, headhunting, and now I'm an entrepreneur. I set up a car hire company, estate agency. Jump across to my YouTube video. I've made a cool cartoon. It's called Iftiuddin, My Story, only 1.5 minutes long. Been featured on the BBC, Independent, and loads of other places. I've got my own channel called Extreme Returns. Do subscribe to it as well, please. Results 22.73. Markets haven't opened. It's the 23rd of February. 37 copiers. Thank you to all of you. 241 followers. Jump in. Let's start copying. Okay, so today I thought we'd start with this whole thing about the next market crash. Markets were terrible yesterday. My portfolio went down by 4%. So let's look at it. This is in Seeking Alpha, which is a very good site for articles. It's one of the, I suppose, the biggest in the world. This is by Samuel Smith, Why We Aren't Worried About the Next Crash. I'm going to go through the summary and some pretty charts as well. So he says, by many metrics, the markets are overvalued. We'll look at that in a moment. Many investors are building cash positions. He's not. He's staying fully invested. So here's the SP 500. There's the Dow, and there's the NASDAQ as well. All of them have hit all-time highs. Now, when you go into a bit more detail, you see the S&P PE ratio. I've made a separate video about that. Have a look at it on my site. It's at an all-time high. That means stocks are very overvalued. And to reinforce it, the Buffett indicator, which is the stock market cap in the ratio to GDP, which Buffett swears by, is at an all-time high. Look at that, February the 11th. Yeah, that's more than the internet bubble. And Charlie Munger, who runs Berkshire Hathaway alongside Warren Buffett, is warning investors of a lost decade ahead. And then there's signs of mass euphoria. Samuel Smith says Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tesla, and ARK as examples. So look at that, Ethereum at 651% in 1 year, and Bitcoin by nearly 500%. There's Tesla and there's ARK. And then he's talking about lots of IPOs that as soon as they list on the stock exchange, they go through the roof. And then the biggest symptom of mass hysteria, GameStop. But I think that's taking things out of context. GameStop wasn't mass hysteria, in my opinion. It was a group of people on a Reddit forum trying to stick it to some rich people. Now, so what are the options? Yahoo Finance says nearly $5 trillion is sitting in cash. Now, I think people are going to wait for the markets to correct, go down a little bit, and then they're going to pile into the market. That's my opinion. Now, this is, forget about that one. So he says, why are we not following them and putting everything in cash? And he's got a few quotes. First of all, there is free insurance from the Federal Reserve. They're not going to let the markets crash beyond a certain level because they're pumping so much money into the economy. Secondly, and most important, nobody knows how to time the market. Not one person. If anybody did know, they'd be shorting the market. Second is the old truth that it's time in the market rather than timing the market. So, and also real interest rates are doomed to remain negative. So that's a very good article. Do read it. I've put it on my, put it on here, the news feed. Right, having a look at some of the news, I'm going to look at one of the companies I'm holding. It's called Moncler. This is their website, but what do? They are based in Italy and they're in high-end fashion. And they do obviously men's, women, children, etc. They've got 122 stores operating 66 countries. And their revenues have been very good They were hit obviously in 2020, but projecting to do a lot better in this year and next year. Operating margins are excellent. Return on capital employed is brilliant. I'm discounting 2020 as a rogue year. Free cash flow per share has been growing exponentially. It's been fantastic. And all the financial ratios are very positive. I've been holding this company. It's only 11 billion market cap. It's a good, I think, recovery stock. It's in consumer cyclicals and it's in high-end fashion. Okay, so that's nearly my 5 minutes up. I just wanted to tell everybody that I am now, like Etoro want us to do, studying for the Chartered Institute of Securities and Investment, ICWIM Level 3, which is International Certificate in Wealth and Management Investment. It's really boring and a lot, but I suppose necessary as well. So this is the kind of stuff you have to go through, and there's hundreds of pages to get through. Okay, that's my 5 minutes up. Thank you, everyone, for listening in. Do consider an Asian-only fund. It's my wife, Adiba. Her stats are reasonable. Only 15 copies. She could do more with more. 78 followers. Very good quality portfolio of some excellent companies in the Far East. Okay, guys, thank you very much for listening in.